Coming up today, a bit of last night and what's been happening today.
So last night we brought the load of barley back in the trailer after the photo shoot because the trailer obviously ended up full. So he's just back it into the shed now, tipping it in that corner. It's a little bit wet, so it'll go through the dryer. So he's just come in, turned around. There's more room and he's going to tip it out. We got some amazing pictures last night, so I'm going to put them on Instagram, and then obviously the photographer got even better ones, so you'll have to wait to see them. Tipping it out now. Can't tell you how much weight was on, but it's a good job it was a private road all the way back to the yard. Look how shiny that is. All out now. Quick mooch at the Scania from the video from yesterday. Got that little light there. Wooden steering wheel. Aircon, overnight aircon.
So yeah.
Bed in the back. Where's the telly?
Behind you, like above your head.
Oh, bloody hell, yeah.
Like a swivel seat. Swivel that passenger chair around.
Smells nice as well. It's quite clean considering you've been carting barley. Got a problem with the inverter that's driving the fan in the other one. Anyway, this is an old one from when we had a fire, but it's not that badly damaged and the fuse is gone. This fuse up here. So I'm going to flick it out, the top one, and put it in that and see if we can get it to work. If not, we'll try swapping some of the gubbins from the inside. Mexican fuse. Smells a bit funny, doesn't it? We've obviously got a fault on the fan with the inverter. Anyway, one of these fuses had gone, and it's a 1/2 amp time delay fuse, and it's American and they're difficult to get hold of. Anyway, who'd have thought we've got a fuse company 10 minutes from us that specialises in fuses. Unfortunately, they've not got exactly the right one, but they've got one that'll do the job for the time being, and they've ordered the right one. So go back to the yard, see if we can get the fan running. The fuses didn't work, so they're now swapping the gubbins out of an old inverter into that one to see if that fixes the problem, and then we can get the fan back going again and start drying grain again. The batch dry is still working, but the drying floors aren't at the moment. It's a field of spring barley. This is going to be built on as well, so they want to put a fence up this week, so they need a path round the outside. So Sam's just running the flail mower around to give him room to put the path. Back cutting now on the banks of the river further up by the airport. The airport's behind that tree line there, and the radar's in the corner of the field. I'll show you in a minute. Anyway, I can go round the Hadland tram line first because I know where I need to be, so that when I come back round, the auger's in the right place. So that's the advantage of being 12 metres if you milk, because this tram line is 18 metres in, so we got 6 that way plus 12, which puts us down the middle of this tram line. I do drive about a foot to the side though, just to make sure that I get it all in case the tram line's not bang on. There's the river, there's the control tower and a radar, there's the terminal buildings and the hotel, and that fence there on that green bank is the end of the runway for Liverpool Airport. Guy here from Farm Machinery Journal, Ken, and he can't use his drone, so he's got a camera on a big pole. Getting some pictures of the combine and the header. And getting dusty. He's getting really dusty. He's here with his pole again. I just need to say sorry about the video being a bit late last night, but obviously we were busy and we wanted to do a lot of photo shoots at sunset, so it meant that we were moving the combine around and staging it, so I was editing it at the same time, and by the time we actually got it out there it was 10:30, so everyone was like going, oh, there's no video today. Well, don't panic, it might be late if we're busy in harvest. It's okay if I'm in a big long field like this and the GPS is on, I can just edit at the same time, but because we were moving about and changing different angles and up and down different fields, it was a bit awkward, and obviously we had the wagon alongside, so yeah, if it's out late you'll have to watch it the next morning, but there will be one every day, even if it's when I get in at night. That's the radar. Like I say, I'm just waiting for a trailer, so I've just been checking all the knife sections are all tickety-boo. There is one here that's just got a little bit of a little bit of a chip out of it, but it's on the overlap, so I think it's fine. It's probably just got bent, but it's still cutting pretty good. This is what's like your stone traps. If any stones roll over the knife, over this plate, you land on here, and you fall into this stone trap because this belt stops short, if you will. Anyway, there's just a bit of soil in it, so just took that out. Nothing major. Everything looks okay. The tension seems all right on them. Paint's wearing off the auger now, so it's no longer a new combine, which is a bit of a shame. But yeah, everything looks good. Pleased. On another field now. Normally when you're driving a combine, you're the most powerful machine around. But today, EasyJet has kind of beaten me there. That was the Ryanair one. So we're right by the airport now. Just done another field of Barley. 2 left to go of bills, then we're done. Just looking here now, I don't know whether it's a block sort of spout on the drill, but there looks to be 2 lines there, and I don't know whether that's compaction from last year, from the 10-metre combine we cut it with, because it seems to be quite wide and it'd match up, and I remember it being wet last year cutting this field. But I'll have to ask Joe what he did to it when he sewed it. Yeah, when's that pilot wearing a mask? Look at the size of that little one as well. It looks like it's going to get blown over when he fires up his engines. Anyway, not a lot left in this field now. There's an EasyJet just about to take off right in front of me. There it goes. Oh, up and away. If anyone's up early enough tomorrow, Radio 4 farming today, you'll hear me because they're ringing me in a minute to talk about the heat and the weather and how good it is and how we're getting on and different things. And I'm just basically going to tell them that it's nice. But the only thing is I feel like going on holiday because there's planes over there and then there's sand behind me because the tide's gone out. And I just feel like I should be away. But it's quite relaxed. The last week we've been able to knock off handy-ish at night because it's like, well, tomorrow's another good day. You know, we'll leave it. We've not got lots of pressure. We're going to finish cutting barley hopefully today. That'll be it for a week or 2 before we get into some wheat or some rape. I did think it'd be the rape and then the wheat. It looks like it's going to be the wheat first, to be fair. But yeah, it's nice and relaxed this year. Having a barbecue when we finish at night most nights. It's great. The last time it won't play. The last time though it was this dry was 2 years ago, and all the crops we were cutting were awful because it'd been so dry for so long. They were dead, there was no yield. So it's nice to be cutting some stuff that's yielding well and being relaxed about cutting it. Top tip, when Radio 2 ring you, make sure you turn the auger off, not the header. Well, sorry, I tried to turn the header off, but turned the auger on by mistake, and I put 2 ton of barley on the floor, not in the trailer. Yeah, that like 3 ton of wheat, the barley, sorry, is not supposed to be there. So I'm going to try and scoop it up with a header and then put it in the trailer. Hopefully it will because it's got the belts on it, we'll see. That's what we want. Top tip if you're doing this, go really slow, otherwise it stalls the front belt. That's better. Pretty much scooped it all up. Just putting his pole back together. He just got too close to the reel and the reel grabbed it out of his hand. Luckily I managed to stop the head quick enough before he munched his GoPro. That's Bill's barley completed. Well, his winter barley. Got John Carton today. John's retired, but he's now back out of retirement. After watching my videos, I think he come to watch us yesterday and Bill recruited him as a driver because he used to work for Bill a few years ago. Just fueling up now at Bill and Joe's. There's Sam bailing. It's got the 724 on today because Adam's 250R, the thermostat's gone and it's overheating, so we had to put it on the low loader and bring it back from Rainhill on the Merlot. Cutting this winter barley here and it kind of flooded in front, so we patched it up with spring barley and then we sprayed it off so it came ready at the same time. Anyway, it seems to have done the trick. It's working, it's going for the combine nice. Another one ticked off. That's all the winter barley cut now in a week, which is pretty good. Just top the trailer up there. this field next year is another one that we're not going to be able to crop because it's going for houses. So that was its last harvest, so a bit emotional. Just giving the combine a big blow off now because we finished barley and it's not even rained on it, so all the dust's just coming off nice and easy. Anyway, Adam volunteered, so we'll let him. It's important to blow the brakes out in these because they're outboard disc brakes and they get hot, so you can build up the dust on them. And it'll cause them to go on fire. All blown off now, and the header. It's amazing how much weed seed sticks to the inside of all the guards and stuff like that. We don't want to carry them to other fields. This field had a little bit of brome in it, so it's best to leave it in this field. And it's obviously barley's really itchy, so if we've got it blown off because we finished barley, we should be good for wheat and oilseed rape now. So there's the header going past, and off we go. The inverter that controls the big fan for the drying floors is still broken. The electrician's been messing around with it most of the day. We think it could be this got burnt out, but it's quite an unusual transformer, so we've either got to get one made or try and find one somewhere. So that's what I'm going to try and do tonight on the computer. Noticed yesterday a few people like the country file calendar. Do people watch country file as well? I don't know. And then loads of people said, why don't we do a calendar? So maybe we could do a charity calendar perhaps for next year. I don't know, we'll see. Would people buy it? Answer below. Anyway, that's it for today. Another video over there. Subscribe over here. Thanks to all the new subscribers. It's really shooting up at the moment. It's amazing. We might even be 18,000 by the weekend, perhaps. Anyway, who knows? Have a guess. Anyway, here's an outro from Kieran off Instagram. I've got loads of outros to kind of work through, so I just need to sort that out. But here's one off Kieran. Thank you.